It is night time. A lot of you guys have been saying, what? Hang on a second, I got a bit of dirt. A lot of you guys have been saying, what is this channel? What is the nucleus? What am I on about? What do I talk about? Honestly, it's been all over the place, and today I had the thought of, right, if I want to make it to Bohemian Grove, I've got to, someone sees me across the street and he goes, oh, he's that guy that does blank. I can't be an abstract enigma, a mystery. I can't. It's not in my nature. So, what I've decided to become is a review channel. Reviewing anything. So let's begin. This is the first review of the channel, and it is this book. Bob Dylan Chronicles Volume One. Actually, I don't know. There's this thing next to the record button. It's a white circle. I don't know what it does. I thought it was a screenshot. As you can tell, Danny Welbeck is still in here. This is my bookmark. As you can probably infer, I've not finished it. I haven't finished this book. I am not roughly, exactly. I can get to the page 179, page 179, and it is 280 or 290 pages long. So I'm 66% of the way through. So I don't know how it ends. So no spoilers. Chronicles Volume 1. It was written in 2007. And it's about the early years. But it's a very fragmented book. He doesn't use years in when he's writing. He doesn't talk about specific albums. I mean, I've started. I like Bob Dylan quite a lot, and I'll review some of his other things in due course. But I will say, I haven't listened to all of his music. He's got, I think I counted the other day, he's got over 35 albums. That's a lot of albums. Yesterday, I've started listening chronologically. I've listened to about 2 or 3 before starting this. So when he's talking about, oh yeah, I wanted to add this song, and I originally couldn't, and I finally did. I don't really know what album he's talking about. He jumps as well. A lot. The start of the book's about how he makes the decision to move into New York City from, oh god, some place in the Midwest, I believe. It's a good book. I like it. You can tell he's a poet before he's a musician. He writes in a very weird way, and it's very nice. And there's not a lot about him on his own. Most of the book's about him with other people and talking with them. I don't know his wife's name. It's strange. For quite a while, there was a chapter where he talks about he goes to this party on Sidebar. New York, you need to fucking change your streets. Because what do you mean? Oh, it's 6th Avenue upon 34th West Avenue. I'm like, why don't you just call it? That's why London is so much easier to get around for someone who's lived there for 3 months. Like, you just know where everything is. Whereas, what do you mean on 84th Street? Shut the fuck up. Anyway, yeah, he goes to this party and he spends like 10 pages just talking about who was there. Which is pretty crazy. Hold on. I thought I heard someone come in, but I think that was just someone locking the door. And it's crazy that I can remember about 20, 30 people and where they were in the room and what they were wearing. But because it's in the early 60s and he's talking about people that were in their 40s or 50s, I have no idea who these people are. He does jump around an awful lot, but this book, I'm going to keep reading it. I don't like to use a rating system. That's a lie, I do, but in this channel I'm not, because how can you can't compare a 5 out of 5 book to a 5 out of 5 film. It's different. So, I'm going to give it a big recommend. I really do. I don't think it shows you much about his life in a crazy form. I think if you do want to learn that, I think watch A Complete Unknown, which I will review. I've seen it twice now. But yeah, he's one weird guy. He hasn't spoken about Joan Baez yet. And I'm interested to learn about that and their little affair. The cheeky bastard. But I digress, guys. Have a good Friday night.